Well, hello everyone. So this is Rebecca again, and I am going to speak to you a little bit about the power of touch. This is the second video of three that I'm doing today. So what happens when we enter adulthood? Um, as we have been indoctrinated as to what kind of touch is acceptable or not, or maybe we have experienced very little of it. So first, usually we learn to express ourselves, through, I guess, what's deemed socially acceptable ways like greeting a friend, a family member, um, hugs, fist bumps, handshakes, those things, hug, pat on the back, and maybe a peck on the cheek. So of course, these customs, they vary, right, from culture to culture, but or even within the same culture, but generally it's some way of recognizing each other, and touch is involved. So second, some of us may receive or have received body-oriented services to rehabilitate, right, and to rejuvenate, detoxify our bodies, like physical therapy. Chiropractic treatments, therapeutic massage, body work. So, in general, these are not valued or not really highly valued in the mainstream, definitely not accepted by most insurances. Um, so, in my view, they're essential for maintaining good health. But again, they're considered, like, as I said, luxury. Well, saying it now, luxury services. So it's being sort of fundamentally a waste of time and money, or maybe you're kind of weak if you need that. It's or something's wrong. Yeah, because I've personally experienced like judgmental responses. They kind of thinly disguise, the assumption, that seeking these treatments are like an extravagance, and not necessary. So, unfortunately, or not surprisingly, these services are, as I said before, not covered by insurance. So they're super expensive, often out of pocket. A lot of people can't afford that. And they can't really integrate that, right, into any kind of wellness routine. So that's kind of where that's at. And then you've got this other area, right? The essential third area of sexual activity, exploration, right? And so, right, again, generally speaking, sex education, as I said again before, doesn't exist or it's inadequate at best in preparing people for positive, intimate connection, right? It's just, there is no school of touch, right? So like a big leap, right, from social therapeutic touch to sexual touching. And in my view, like I've said this before, but some lucky folks, they've received some training just by, right, how can I say, like they're, I would call it, they've received arousal based sensory experience, or they've had that in their youth or young adulthood by exploring when they're making out, right? So, just the very nature of making out, right? This usually takes the form of like deep kissing combined with stimulating touching of the genitals, the breasts, it, the body, just exploring the body. And what's notable with like making out, is that it usually is happening in a context where a young couple, is not necessarily wanting to engage like or go to fully sex like penetration. So they can remain more at ease and in the moment and just really continue to, like, physically, their senses, really experience this pleasurable activity. Um, Now, for other people, like sexual touch exploration may include, well, many couples, many people, when they get together, they'll do like prolonged foreplay. They'll rouse each other slowly, playfully. It can be but this can be approached with really great trepidation for many people because of feelings of like, I don't know what I'm doing, inadequacy, insecurity, shame, um, a lot of feeling of fraudulence there in touching. So another person. So um, enjoying the exploration of like one's own body can be itself a minefield. Past trauma imprints, it's just not safe to go there. Body image insecurities, lack of experience, the terror, right, of sexual dysfunction, of not really being able to measure up. These are all contributing factors. So, yeah, just wanted to touch on that, and then I'll be back with my last video of this series. Thank you.